It's like life is in the fourth quarter. It's crunch time and I need a scorer. Ready to be in the game and not a bench warmer.
Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, SoFly, TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So fellas, listen, in 25, these are some reasons why you should travel more. Listen, broadening your horizons, networking, meeting different people. Why would you not want to travel more? Listen, it is a whole world out there ready for you to explore, ready for your feet to touch its roots. So listen, traveling is just going to open so many doors. I can't tell you how many doors it's opened for me in regards to connections and relationships I've built with, individuals, in regards to business or whatever it may be. So many things have been built just because I'm able to say, okay, cool. I have a passport, I'm ready to travel. Hey, I need you here. Okay, if it fits in my schedule, I can be there. And that's how you want to have it, fellas. You want to be able to say, okay, today I can pick up and I can go travel. That's how you want to be, fellas. If you're not at that point, hey, let's continue to work to that point and let's get there. But you need to be at that point at some point, So it says traveling can help men build confidence, gain perspective, and experience new cultures, contributing to personal growth and a broader understanding of the world. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna open and change your mind. Listen, when I made a decision and got my first time getting a passport back in 2015, and my first time ever, getting my passport, I was out the country. Some people usually kind of stay kind of close to home, like maybe some of the, the islands that's like right there, like the DRs and, Jamaicas and things that's like right there, to the United States. But my first time out of the country, fellas, no word of a lie, was in Spain. That was my very first time out of the country. And that was 2016 when I made that move, man. So when I sit back and think, I'm just like, man, it's fearless. And I still feel that way to this day. And I feel as though if I hadn't made certain moves back then, almost 10 years ago to that, that's 9 years ago, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm truly blessed and truly thankful to be able to have those experiences. But listen, nevertheless, I'm gonna give you guys a few reasons on why I feel like you guys should be traveling more in 25. So without further ado, mate, let's get right into it. Reason number one, exploration and adventure. Traveling allows men to step outside of their comfort zones and embrace new experiences, potentially fostering a sense of adventure and excitement. So listen, as a man, you naturally should be an adventurer anyway, because in our DNA, in our code, we are meant to conquer. We are meant to, okay, on to the next goal, on to this, chase adventure. So you should want to travel, fellas. You should want to be able to say, man, I want to go to this country. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to connect with this and that person. That should naturally be in you. Somewhat. Some others are higher than others, but that should naturally be in you. And there's so many benefits to traveling. So many benefits. But you got to take that step. And anybody you speak to that took that step, they're going to tell you that, hey, man, I might have had my assumptions. I might have been nervous, but I took that step. And now look where I am. So now let's get into reason number two. Reason number two, personal discovery. Solo travel in particular can provide opportunities for introspection and self-discovery, helping men understand their values and desires better. Now listen, this is to a T me. When I began to travel, and I'm, kind of a loner anyway, that kind of goes within and can, self-analyze myself and things of that nature. Traveling really helped that. I really got to be alone with my thoughts. I really got to be alone with just who I am. And it really helped me to understand just who I am as a person. And I feel like, fellas, if you travel more, it's going to help you develop and really understand who you are. It may be certain things you're carrying while you're traveling. If you have a long time, you may end up getting those things out and realizing, wow, I was carrying that this whole time in my life. This affected me from when I was 5 years old. This affected me from when I was 17. And you will find out and see. So I feel like those things and those levels are going to help you get to that point and help you overcome certain aspects. Now let's get into reason number three. Reason number three, breaking traditional norms. For some men, travel can change traditional masculine expectations, allowing them to explore different aspects of themselves and express themselves more freely. Now listen, obviously in this day and age, with the internet, traveling, and people, vlogging and showing their life on how they travel is more popular and more acceptable now. Maybe probably not our dad's or granddad's generation, it probably wasn't. But now you can understand, like, hey, I can travel. This new generation of men, a lot of men who are probably either single or don't have children yet, they're traveling more, they're doing more. It's not looked at as, oh, that's what women do. No, men can do it too. Men can have, travel trips with the fellas, the friends. It's not just deemed down to a woman that they do those things. So I think you're seeing a bigger movement of men doing that, and you're gonna see how many benefits and things in that nature that it helps you. So I would definitely highly recommend traveling, within groups and certain things, and breaking those traditional norms. Now let's get into the next reason. The next reason, expanding horizons. Traveling exposes men to diverse cultures and perspectives, broadening their understanding of the world and fostering empathy for others. So fellas, harping on again, you learn about other cultures. Listen, if you're a single man, you may even find another woman from a different culture just because you're traveling. So it's so many benefits to traveling. Besides discovering yourself, you're gonna discover others. You're gonna discover what's out there. You may even find a new favorite food. You may even find a new favorite location. You never know. You may even want to eventually one day change locations and move there permanently, at least for a few years. So there's so many benefits to traveling. There's so many benefits to just taking action and making things happen. Now let's get into the next reason. The next reason, building confidence. Navigating new situations, meeting new people, and overcoming challenges while traveling can boost a man's self-esteem and confidence. Listen, if you take trips, whether it be alone or whether it be with friends or whatnot, it's gonna boost your confidence, because now you don't have that fear of, oh, I don't know if I even want to go here or this place, or I heard things about this. But you can turn it in a different way. You can kind of show, hey, by traveling, your confidence is going to be boosted. You're going to have a different walk, a different glow, a different glare to you, because people are going to look at you differently because of the moves you're making, because of the things that you're putting in place. And overall, as a person, your confidence is going to grow. Because why? Because your network is growing, because your net worth is growing, and because those people, now that you call friends, were met because you chose to travel, new foods, new destinations. Listen, there's so many benefits to traveling, fellas. And I'm telling you, once you take that step, you will not regret it. Now let's get into the next reason. The next reason, stress relief. Listen, the opportunity to escape routine and enjoy new surroundings can be a valuable way for men to de-stress and rejuvenate. Listen, I myself, from time to time, I need that rejuvenation. I'm already planning some rejuvenation trips coming up, very soon. So you need that. You need to just unwind. You need to be by some sand. You need to be, near some sun. You need to be by a different culture. You need to be by, just a different way of life, to just digress from the routine of what you're normally in, those around you, and really assess and continue to learn yourself. So listen, plan that trip, fellas. Rejuvenation. Yes, you as a man, you need to be rejuvenated. Yes, I know we are warriors. I know we work hard. I know we're strong, but we need time to ourselves as well. We need time to explore and reevaluate some things in our lives. Now let's get into the final and last reason. And now for my last and final reason on why you should be traveling, fellas, in 2025, finding connection. Traveling can provide opportunities to connect with other travelers and forge new friendships, potentially expanding one's social network. So listen, fellas, at the basis of everything, we're trying to continue to grow our net worth and our network. Those are the two ends, net worth and network. When we're growing those two, listen, traveling is a big part of those things. If you want to continue to flourish, if you want to continue to grow, if you want to continue to maximize, what it is that you're trying to achieve, you have to make sure that you're growing your social network. You cannot just sit in the house, fellas. You cannot just sit in your city, fellas. You cannot just sit in your state. You have to explore. You have to get out, and you have to put boots to the ground. Listen, it is a vast world. I mean, there's so many countries, so many places, so many things to see and explore. Why don't you want that? So I'm telling you, listen, there's only not that. There's beautiful women, there's different cultures, there's different foods, there's different sceneries, there's different aesthetics of landscapes and landmarks. Listen, explore. If you take nothing else from this video, listen, get that passport. If you have that passport, plan that trip. If you have that trip, enjoy yourself, whether it's with yourself or with friends, and do it today. Nevertheless, once again, I hope this video was a blessing. My name is TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.